Hey everyone, how are you? So in the USA, there are many talks about a brand new stimulus package that's being presented to the government, and it does look like this one is very likely to be passed as this whole pandemic situation becomes more and more of an extensive problem. It's looking like this one is expected to come in at a cost of around about $3 trillion. And today in this video, I plan to go in exactly what this new package entails and what I personally think it means for the stock market. Now, just before we get into it, guys, if you learned anything from this video or you enjoyed it, I would love for you to hit the like button. So just keep that in your head throughout the video. If at any time you learned something, please hit the like button. Also subscribe to see more of my content, that would help me out, thanks. But we'll get into the video. Okay, so we can see that this new stimulus package being presented looks like it is very likely to be passed by the government. Actually looks like it's going to be put in place. Like I said, it's going to cost around about $3 trillion. I can't even comprehend say $100 billion, let alone a trillion or 3 trillion. And if you see on the screen here, with this package, we would see another round of $1,200 stimulus checks sent to like every single American under that income threshold from the previous one. Yes, that's right, again. This is just insane. I wish they would do something like this in Australia. Hint, hint, ScoMo, please. And we see another very interesting part of this new package that's being presented is that there would be a total fund of $200 billion to pay essential workers extra on top, which they are calling hazard pay. So it would essentially be like something extra pay for danger work, like, you know, people that work on power lines and things like that, they normally get this extra danger pay on top of their wage. But obviously this would be for essential workers that are still working during this whole pandemic, which is really interesting, I thought. You can also see that $1 trillion of this $3 trillion is also going towards state governments to help pay essential workers like teachers. And $179 billion is also for homeowners and renters to help pay out rent and mortgage payments, as well as $75 billion going towards COVID-19 testing and isolation efforts. Now, obviously this stimulus package is just as crazy or crazier than the other ones that they've put in place. But I want to really share my opinion and talk about what I think this is going to do, as well as the previous measures that they have in place, what it's going to do with the whole stock market, in my opinion. Now, we've continued to see the stock market rally higher and higher after its initial crash back in March. It started to rally back when the Fed and the government announced all their first initial measures that they were going to put in place, and it's pretty much just been up and up from there, almost as if nothing was wrong or nothing at all has happened. We've seen the Fed come out and announce that they will do pretty much anything to help the economy right now. We can see that they've been buying pretty much any asset that they need to, as well as printing an unlimited amount of money. And we can see here the Fed's balance sheet is already currently sitting at nearly $7 trillion, and to be honest, if this situation continues to unfold, I honestly think that the Fed are going to easily hit $10 trillion worth of assets on their balance sheet very soon, which is just insane. I can't even comprehend that, or I guess no one would have ever thought that that would happen, but it's just ridiculous. We have seen them pretty much go full communism mode and pretty much help any business at all that needs funds. It's not just the important businesses where if they were to fail it would be so detrimental to the American economy, but pretty much any business that needs a bailout, the Fed just giving it to them. You need some free money? Here you go, guys. It's pretty much like the Oprah Winfrey show at this point. The Fed just giving out everything to everyone. You know, you get a bailout, you get a bailout, you get a bailout, everyone gets a bailout. Free money, communism mode activated. And it looks like they're going to have to continue printing a lot more free money if this next round of stimulus checks is announced and they have to give $1,200 to everybody. Now, because of this and this new stimulus package that might actually be put in place, I think we're going to probably see the stock market just continue to roar higher and higher, I think, because we can see right now savings accounts are pretty much paying no interest, very little interest. So the people that actually have money left over and people that actually have money to save still working, you know, the people that are still working or people that are getting these stimulus checks that maybe don't really need it to pay off their essential bills, you know, people that aren't struggling right now, they're not going to put it in a savings account. They're probably looking to invest it. And look, you know, they're probably sticking it in the stock market, right? Well, that's my theory anyway. Why else would it continue to go up? Now, the big investors like Warren Buffett aren't buying it. Hedge fund managers aren't buying it. who is buying the stock market right now? Because it's not me. I don't know who is. Just as well as these everyday people that continue to stick their money in the stock market, we would probably see, I guess, the fear of missing out taking place as well. People continue seeing the stock market rise up. So like, I've got to get in, I've got to put my money in. I don't want to miss all these gains. So I think the stock market is just going to continue to rise because of everything that's going on right now. All this extra free money that's getting flooded into the economy right now, I think people are just investing it, and the people that are spending it, that's also good for businesses as well as publicly traded businesses on the stock market, because that's going to help their profits also. That's going to make their numbers look better. If the company looks better, then the stock price is going to probably go up as well. And heck, we know the Fed's pretty much buying everything at the moment. What's to say that they're not buying stocks as well? So yeah, look, with all this extra money getting flooded in, I think it's very possible that we could just see the stock market continue to rally higher and higher like nothing's happened. However, that's all my speculation though, and it could very much be just as possible that when Q2 earnings are announced, or when we get later through the year and companies report their earnings for the second quarter, that they look absolutely terrible due to everything that's going on, and everyone's like, hold on, I need to get my money out of here. These companies are terrible. I need to sell my shares, and then we would see potentially a massive crash. That's also completely viable as well. Like I say, I'm just speculating, and I think that that Q2 situation might also be possible as well. It's really hard to say at the moment. Very, very hard to say indeed, and I think, look, we're probably just going to have to wait and see how this one plays out. See what is going to happen, just because it is very uncertain right now. But yeah guys, that's pretty much my opinion on this new stimulus package that's more than likely going to get passed, and what I think it means for the stock market. So if you enjoyed this video, if you agree with any of my points, please hit the like button, click the circle to subscribe. If you don't agree or you have something to say, please put it in the comments. I would like to know your opinion, so please comment down below that opinion, and that would be great. That's all I've got for today, guys. You have a good one.